man. Welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh, my God. The quantum computer. These people are telling you. These people are I've been buying it at all. Oh, it's 20 years down the road. No. You know what? Wasn't I telling you about 2 years ago? A year ago? I was putting out the warnings a year ago, up to about 2 years ago. I was putting out the warning about a year ago at least, up to about 2 years ago on this channel, telling you a quantum computer is coming and it's going to hack. That's why 5 years ago, I stopped buying crypto. Damn, Crypto Hulk. I stopped buying. I told you guys I bought crypto March, April, and May of 2020, and that's it. And then people are like, oh, why you haven't bought any crypto in 5 years? No. You're making a crypto show and you aren't buying it. True, yeah. Because my thing is, I'm not having anybody steal shit off my hardware wallet. I'm not dumping everything I have into a hardware wallet and have somebody clap my cheeks, okay? So I stopped buying it. And then I started buying gold. So I got more gold right now than crypto. I've been telling you all these years. Then I found out about Caleb Brown about 5 months ago. And then I went with them. So now I've got institutional custody, and every month I've been buying crypto. I get an allowance, and I've been getting the cryptos that I want. I still have a hardware wallet. I'm using it as a backup in case we don't get hacked. But you never just know. So I got gold. You know, I've got my investments kind of diversified a little. I don't have a whole lot, but I'm not putting it all in a hardware wallet. That's for certain. I'm not putting all my money into crypto. That's for certain. Because I knew 5 years ago, Crypto Hulk was right. So now China is announcing to the world, we're going to get into that article. That's why I'm with Caleb Brown. Institutional grade custody. You take a wallet, chop it up into 4 parts, let's say, shard it, S-H-A-R-D, shard your keys. See, a hardware wallet has all the keys in one spot. Oh, yeah. So institutional custody, see, look, if hardware wallets were all that good, and I don't care with the air gapped, whatever, I don't give a shit about nothing. Just if the hardware wallets were all that good, why are the banks not utilizing them? Why are the banks going with fire blocks? Caleb Brown has my crypto. See, Caleb Brown is a broker custodial. They're not lending, loaning, leasing, and doing all this stuff with my crypto and selling it, moving around. My crypto at Caleb Brown is locked up. It's in fire blocks where, you ever heard of BlackRock? And if you haven't, sucks being you. But BlackRock is like the biggest financial institution in the planet. Might want to learn about some shit. They use fire blocks. BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank from 1780s. They use fire blocks. And I can go on 1,800 times listing companies' names. They're not buying the little wallets, okay? I'm not saying they're bad. I'm a pretty open, straightforward person. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say something. If I don't say it, then I didn't say it. It's really that simple. I'm very simple to understand. The 1,800 global banks and institutions, they're not utilizing the hardware wallets. There's a reason for that. I've always felt there's going to be a quantum attack and they're going to raid everybody's cookie jar and it's going to be gone. That's why I never put my shit. I only put so much money into crypto and that was it. Just in case a quantum computer attack hits and wipes out everybody's fucking wallet. That's why I've only put a certain amount. That's why I've got more gold right now than crypto. Yes. So I would highly suggest for people to get the Caleb and Brown, because if the Chinese swing around and start raiding the cookie jar, it would be a sad day if your hardware wallet got your cheeks clapped. That would be a shame. Me too. But then again, I got my shit in Caleb and Brown's. So it's kind of like this. Let's say somebody hacks Fireblocks or whatever. You've only got 25% of my keys to get into my crypto. Now you've got to find 3 other places in the world where Caleb Brown hid the keys to my crypto. So when you have a traditional hardware wallet, all your keys are in that wallet. Do you get it? They're in that code. With Caleb Brown, it's sharded. It's locked up in 4 different places on the planet. It's easier to hack a hardware wallet than a Fireblocks. I mean, everything's possible, but at least, and that's where Seals Q comes in. We've got a great show today. It's going to wake you up. It's going to make you think. It's going to make you concerned, which I want you to be. But we're going to talk about the Chinese. We're going to talk about the Chinese. Then we're going to get into Seals Q, which is HBAR technology for the software right after that. So with that, the first 5 people of the show are Thomas Cox, Crypto Greek, Michelle, what's up? And then you got Jonathan. Then we've got Fonessa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the first 5. Welcome to the show, and that's faux show. We've got disabled XRP member for 20 months at 2024 crypto explosion level. Scrim has a good point. Will Fireblocks survive a quantum attack? Well, it'll survive it better than a hardware wallet. We know that for certain. Stephen Morris, is there such a company called White Rock? I've heard there was, yeah. Okay, my name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything at all about advising. I don't know anything about investing. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know shit about shit, okay? Just thought I'd put that out there. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Just watch the show and laugh that you're going to get financially destroyed. So nobody, see, I've never trusted this crypto space at all. That's why I don't see these other channels out there like, oh, I'm backing the truck up. They've been saying that shit for 5 fucking years. You're telling me every single show or whatever, you're gonna buy crypto every single show for 5 years? That's so fucking they're liars. These people are liars out there, okay? I bought crypto for 3 months and stopped for like 5 years. Think about that one. All these other channels out there trying to create the hype. Oh, yep, I'm going to buy the dip. XRP's going down. Well, I'm going to buy the dip. Wow, really? You've been saying that fucking shit for 5 years. That is so fucking stupid. And guess what? You don't hear some of these people buying any other crypto. That's how you know when they're lying to you. Oh, my God. I'm going to go. Let's look at this article here. Where are we at? Bybit. Okay, let's start with this Bybit article. We'll get into all this hack shit later. So I've been telling you to get gold. I've been getting gold for like 2 years now. That's why I've been telling you I've got the gold coins under my show. I got the silver coins. It used to be cheap. Now it's getting expensive. You could have bought in. That's what I took loans. You could have took loans like me 5 years ago when I got my crypto. I took a loan. It took me 8 months to pay it off. And then last year, I took a loan out to buy gold. Didn't have the money. I took the loan out. Paid a little bit every month for about 8 months. I finally paid that off. So I got the gold paid off. Gold was about $2,000 an ounce. Now it's about $3,600 to buy a coin, depending on where you live. I haven't seen a lot of cryptos going up that much. So I'm totally super up on my gold. Everything on my crypto, I'm up 1,000% on average. So it's been nothing but good. Sometimes stuff goes up, sometimes it goes down. Just the nature of the beast, man. But overall, all my shit's up 1,000% on average. All right. Copy and a paste. Here we go. Now, what's going on with Bybit? This is massive right here. Here's how I know something is getting set up. It's very clear. I said a long time ago, about 3 years ago, I said, you know what? It feels like the giants are coming. I remember that. I was living in that small little apartment, sitting on the floor. And at least 3 years ago, I'm like, everybody, the giants, I think are coming. And because I would feel it. And I would see news that would make me think that. Because before, there were no giants in crypto at all. About 2 years ago, I'm like, you know what? I think the giants are here. A year ago, we could clearly see moves. The giants are setting up shop. About a month ago until now, in the month of May, they're setting it up. They're getting ready for the grand opening, everybody. This is what I'm seeing in the news. The giants have already been here a couple of years. They bought their property. They're getting the store ready. And right now, they're getting very close to opening up. The dance hall is ready to open up the doors so you can have a party. Here's Bybit. This is the first time that this has happened where most of the every other time in the past from now, every other time somebody says, oh, you can buy this with crypto. No, what happens is you use your crypto, it converts into some denomination of fiat money. So for instance, crypto.com or any of these cards, these crypto cards and stuff, you're not buying it with your crypto. What's happening is your crypto is turning into a paper fiat, which then is used for purchase. So what they've been doing, it makes it sound like you're buying shit with crypto. You're not. There's a conversion process. So you've got whatever crypto account, whatever, you want to buy something with your crypto is then converted into pesos or whatever it is to buy the particular object. So there's a converter in place. What I'm showing you here now, there's no conversion. You're literally buying the shit with your crypto. So this is the first time I've seen this. It's in Dubai, of course. Trump was just there. It all just happened. Ripple just happens to get a license when Trump's in Dubai. Just thought I'd put that out there. In a landmark move, bridging traditional and decentralized finance, Bybit, the world's second largest crypto exchange by trading volume, has launched direct trading of top global stocks with USD Tether. This innovation, part of Bybit's expanding gold and foreign exchange product suite. Now stop for a second. Remember I showed y'all 2013 Ripple China, 2013 Ripple Singapore, gold and silver in your wallet. See, I'm going to tell you something. You know why I got all this gold and stuff? Because I already know gold's got to go up first. Gold and all these metals are going to skyrocket first, but crypto, the good crypto shit is going to go last. I've only been saying this now like 5 years. I got this gold and everything on purpose because if gold goes to 10,000 an ounce, oh shit, I can maybe sell off some coins. I believe crypto is going to dump. I've been telling you guys for about 5 years. We can go back and listen to my show at 5 years ago saying everything, all the shit's going to dump. It's the black swan, right? All the cryptos are going to dump hard. Now, I was saying, yeah, I think XRP might hit 15 cents again. Well, that's what I said 5 years ago. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not concerned. If it does, I'll sell off a couple coins, raise $30,000 and dump that, if XRP hits 50 cents or 30 cents or something, shit, I'm coming back in with like $10, $20, $30,000. Okay. So I already have had a feeling that gold and silvers and stuff are going to rise first. So that's why I'm not backing the truck up all the way up. People are like, well, I'm buying the dip. I listen to these dumb fucks. I'm like, I got all my crypto from 15 to 30 cents. I took a loan out. It took me 8 months to pay it off. These fuckers, here we are at $1, $1.50. Yep, I'm buying the dip on XRP. Now, this is a channel that's been around for like 7 years. So I'm like, how is that buying the dip when I got all mine at 15 to 30 cents? You're not buying a dip. You're buying it at more cost than what I did. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. People can justify and say, yeah, I'm buying a dip. I'm buying XRP at the dip at $2.20. Well, then what did I buy mine at when it was 15 cents? Like, okay, these people are so fucking stupid. This innovation, part of Bybit's expanding gold and foreign exchange product suite. So we know all the gold and silver. They're a part of this crypto. I'm just letting you know. They're going to back your cryptos. The XR Pizzle, and that's for shizzle. It's going to be backed with gold and silver. Real world assets. At this crypto exchange, it unlocks direct trading of 78 of the most sought after global equities, including Apple, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, Amazon, all powered by Tether. Users can now tap into traditional markets like stocks, gold, indices, foreign exchange without, listen to this. You can tap into all these different investments, stocks, bonds type things, without fiat onboarding or leaving the crypto ecosystem. Oh, interesting, huh? I thought that was pretty bravo when I saw this right here. This is going to set a precedent now. Nobody wants, oh, dang. Well, that's going to set a precedent here. Stu Lavelle, it's all planned. It's all about research. The curtain will get raised real soon. Ignore dumb shit. This game is freaking easy. Watch morons lose their nuts. This game is not for everyone. It's not supposed to be for everyone. Giddy up and hold tight. My channel is so heavily shadow banned, it lets me know I'm on the right track. That's why I'm confident. It's not an arrogance, it's a confidence. When I see what happens on my channel, when I start getting real, you'll see this channel, like, they'll cut it off. They'll cut off the show. Now, as long as I'm kind of like right now, nothing's happened. We've been on 20 minutes, nothing shut off, okay? But if I start talking about certain things, you guys will see the channel just disappear and I got to log off and get back on again. Like sometimes 4 or 5 times in an hour. You'll see when it gets real intense and I really start getting the information out, bleep, channel goes out. Have you ever seen that in any other crypto show? No. They got probably some fat guy sucking wieners working for the three-letter government agency and Biden supporter, of course, and Obama. And they're sitting back there sucking on wieners from their guy friends and stuff while they're at work and turning my program off. That's how it works on YouTube. Just thought I'd let you know. Their modus operandi. So, yes, it's all about research. That's what I do on this channel. I deep dive, show you the best information, and these channels can't handle that. Oh, my God. They're just like scared to death. They're scared to death. I'm going to open up the curtain and say, oh, there's a three-letter agency guy sucking wieners. Oh, my God. I love it. This game is easy. It is. Like Stu says, it's easy. We're going to see right now. Stu says, watch the morons lose their nuts. Speaking of that, let's go right into the next article. Michael Saylor is about to lose his nuts. Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin maxi, is so fucking stupid. How fucking stupid is he? He is so fucking stupid that let me tell you something about Michael. Let's all learn a little something about Mike. No, I'm not talking about Michelle Obama or Michael Obama. I'm talking about Michael Saylor. They're both guys. It's hard to separate the two. Or they're both two people claiming to be guys. Or now Michelle's having a coming out of the closet. Hey, that's all good. If Obama likes men and shit, then I guess that's what he likes doing. But okay. Michael Saylor. You got to love Michael Saylor. Way back in the dot-com boom, in the old days when the internet was invented by three-letter government agencies, and there's this thing called the dot-com bubble. So when the internet first kind of came out, people realized, oh, you could make your business and have a website, because we didn't have websites in the past. So you could make a business, maybe not even have a store, like a real store, just a full-out internet business. So you could have it like called demsuckwieners.com. And dem guys wieners. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Hold on. I just love it. I love this. It's going to be another great 4 years. The last 4 years of Trump, I absolutely just loved it. And now I'm at his second term, and I'm happy as shit. So Michael Saylor, in the dot-com boom, what happened is everybody was opening up businesses. That's how Mark Cuban got rich. The guy who owns like the Mavericks or something. He used to have a bogus dumb shit website that was totally fake. It's called like electronic sport, whatever it's called. It was so fucking stupid. It didn't even work. And he lied about it and sold it. He made like $1 billion or $2. So Mark Cuban started off by selling dumb shit, and he is a dumb shit, just like Michael Saylor. So Michael Saylor got into the dot-com, spent billions, and then lost it all. Because you know how Michael Saylor does. He'll pick one thing and just put everything into it, and then in the dot-com bubble burst, when the dot-com, when the bubble burst, the biggest loser was Michael Saylor. I just want to put that out there. When we look back in history, and if you say, who lost the most money in the dot-com, and you'll see Michael Saylor. Well, here he is again, but now he is so fucking busted. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, hit with the class action lawsuit. Oh, you gotta love it. Class action. accuses Michael Saylor's strategy of misleading investors on Bitcoin and violating security laws. Oh, it's not looking good for Big Mike. No, it's not Michelle Obama. A plaintiff named Cryptoholic, it almost seems like you take great joy and excitement out of watching other people fail. No, it's just I'm tired after 5 years of hearing all this fucking dumb shit Michael Saylor stuff. And now I am taking pleasure in watching dumb shits who rip off their customers and shareholders like Michael Saylor does. He's a fucking rip-off artist. Allegedly. Everything on this show is alleged. Don't believe anything I say on this show. If I claim anything on Michael Saylor, it's just my opinion that he's a dumb shit criminal. A plaintiff named Anas Hamza has filed a class action lawsuit against Michael Saylor's strategy. Oh, you know what? It's like this. At least on my show, I don't sell shit, but I'm trying to show you guys all the deep dive information. Hell, my memberships are voluntary. I mean, that's really kind of just, I want to help the channel, Crypto Hulk. This motherfucker has had people gonna lose millions. They're gonna get destroyed. What Michael Saylor's doing and what I'm doing is the opposite. I'm a researcher and I show evidence. This guy just talks like all kinds of crazy shit. And he takes other people's money and invests it in the worst fucking crypto on the planet, which is called Bitcoin. Oh my God. Let's continue. Having fun. I wake up every day and I go to sleep at night knowing I'm doing an important job. I take great pride in this. Let me continue before I get distracted. According to the filing, the plaintiff has claimed, so the Anas Hamza has claimed that MicroStrategies has misrepresented fundamental aspects of their Bitcoin investment strategy, which violates federal security laws. Oh, no. The case was filed by the plaintiff, Anas Hamza, and is seeking damages for violation of the Securities Act 15 United States Code, Section 78, M. A. Regarding disclosures that allegedly misled investors concerning material facts. Uh-oh. A class action lawsuit. A class action is a type of lawsuit where one or more plaintiffs can file a case on behalf of a group of people who have experienced the same harm or misstatement. I wonder if you could do that in the P. Diddy trial. Hamza, the plaintiff, is bringing this case. I mean, all I'm seeing now on social media, everybody's having a field day. Like, everything is all about P. Diddy and Will Smith and them sucking each other's wieners and somebody wearing a dress and whatever happened to, I don't know. I'll move on. I'm not trying to talk about the birds and the bees here. Hamza, the plaintiff, is bringing the case on behalf of other shareholders who may have experienced damage and trauma. This form of suit is often used in the context of securities fraud. Where a number of investors are similarly misled by the same misinformation. The filings include summons to each executive named, signaling the beginning of a legal battle. Everybody, not looking good. Michael Saylor is going to get his cheeks clapped. MicroStrategies now holds $40 billion worth of Bitcoin. Some critics have raised doubts about MicroStrategy's aggressive approach to acquiring Bitcoin and warn that shareholders may now be exposed to very high levels of volatility. Oh man, this is starting to get good. It's like a soap opera. I think I might want to get some popcorn and turn the lights down, turn up the surround sound, and watch how this thing plays out with Michael Saylor. That's the end of that article. It's a juicy one, I'll tell you. And you know what? I mean, okay. I consider myself reasonably intelligent. You know, I've passed some psychological exams in my life for different government entities, law enforcement, court system. I've had to take, 15 psychological exams, background interviews, all kinds of shit like that. Background investigations and shit, you know. You have to sit down with the psychiatrist and they try to ask you questions to see if you're crazy. They couldn't find my crazy. Lie detector test, voice stress analyzer. I've been through all that shit. I'll run a course for $100. I'll show you how to pass it all. Really, there's a method to passing all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying that I've used it. No. I would never do such a thing. I'm always not above the law. I'm below the law. Now, some people say, how do you pass a lie detector? Is you put a thumbtack in your shoe, and then when you don't have to quite do that. But let's not get. I don't want to teach people how to lie. Not that I know how, and I don't know how. But Secret Squirrel, Stu Lavelle and that Secret Squirrel stuff. Let's go to another liar, Charles Hoskinson, who started Cardano. Now, he's another alleged criminal. Charlie Hoskinson. Is it Hoskins or Hoskinson? I don't know. I forgot, and I really don't care. Yes. Lock him up, too. Michael G is like, lock him up, too. Sailing takes me away. Sailing takes me away. Crypto Hulk, oh my God, you aren't singing the 70s songs, are you? No, man. I'm above that. Okay, here we go. Charles Hoskins. What's his fucking name? Hoskinson. Here we go. Crypto Hulk, is it that difficult? It's one of these things where if you just don't fucking care about how to pronounce a shitbag's name like Charlie Hoskins, I don't care to remember what it is because I don't like the guy. He's fucking useless. I've never liked Cardano. Oh, Crypto Hulk, are you telling us how you really feel right now? Someone asked me, Crypto Hulk, do you have Cardano? No. You know why? Because now this is my belief. This is just my belief. The whole Ethereum free pass thing was illegal. Charlie Hoskins was right there when all the illegal shit was going down. And then he got out of Ethereum so he wouldn't get busted. And he started some dumb shit crypto called Cardano. Cardano's never taken off. It's like a 3 million pound tank with wings. It's just a fucking useless platform. And you got an alleged criminal. This is just my opinion. Named Charlie Cardano or Charlie Hoskins is his name. No one is going to use that shit, okay? He's taking loans out on it to make it. Look, it's useless. Charlie is fucking going to get his cheeks clapped like Michael Saylor. So let's take a look here. Then I'll present evidence for what I believe. All of it is strictly my opinion and character attacks on Charlie Hoskins. Simply, I don't like the guy. I think he's shit. And I would love to say he's mixed up in a lot of illegal shit. Okay, let's go. I like to start the morning off in a positive way. In a deeply personal thread. Oh, here we go. We're getting deeply personal now. Whew. Better get out the Kleenexes and grab your little stuffed animal. In a deeply personal thread posted to X on Sunday, Cardano creator Charlie Hoskins said the past week's accusations over the handling of unclaimed initial coin offerings Cardano funds had revealed who his friends truly are and left him determined to curtail his once ubiquitous social media presence. Okay, what happened is this. Allegedly, Charlie Cardano had illegal coin sales just like he allegedly did with Ethereum. Remember, a leopard cannot change his spots. So you've got people, here's what somebody claimed. Basically, in the very beginning, Charlie learned from Vitalik Buterin how to rip off the public and have illegal coin sales. So then Charlie started Cardano and did the same fucking thing. That's basically what this problem is. Now, Charlie thought nobody would snitch on him because no one snitched on Vitalik. So here we are years later after Charlie allegedly had this illegal coin sale, which he did, allegedly. And now, but you see, people don't like Charlie because Charlie's a little bitch. And for years, he was talking shit about the XRP community. But now all of a sudden, he's kissing ass. Okay. Now, some people are snitching on Charlie. See, Charlie's had his own little web podcast, or whatever the fucking thing is. And it's like, ask me anything. Even, I'll even show you a picture of my ass. Okay. So, but now people are, see, what he says is, now I'm finding out who my real friends are. Well, Charlie doesn't have the power or backing that Vitalik Buterin had, because Vitalik Buterin had the three-letter government agencies helping him out. Charlie doesn't have this. So Charlie thought if he got into illegal shit, he'd get out of trouble because he'd have Vitalik or somebody there to help him. And well, no, it's not going to work like that. Boy, you're going to jail getting your cheeks clapped, Charlie. So Charlie is going to have to announce he's not going to be able to be as open and communicative as he has been because people are right now trying to take him out. And that's, I guess, what happens when you rip people off and you do illegal shit. The one advantage in a crisis or an event that tests people is that you rapidly get to see who your friends truly are. Charlie, you never had any. So now what Charlie's trying to do is say, oh, poor me. My friends are attacking me. No, what's happening is evidence is coming to the surface that Charles Hoskins is a criminal. Allegedly, that's what's happening. This one has deeply hurt me, and it's not going to heal anytime soon. Go to the next section here. It's titled, The Dispute Over Unclaimed Cardano Tokens. Let's see what this is about. Between September 2015 and January 2017, Cardano raised roughly $62 million by illegally selling 25 billion Cardano ADA vouchers, most of them in Japan, through Tokyo-based Attain Corporation. Buyers later redeemed the vouchers inside the Daedalus wallet when the network launched. Attain ran the sale for the project's founding entities under full KYC, a structure highlighted in Contemporary Investor Materials, later research from Masari. The current controversy right now, the problem is around 350 million Cardano that remained unclaimed years after launch. Now, I don't understand fully, but there were all these Cardanos that were sold, but some people didn't claim them. On May 7th, NFT artist Masato Alexander alleged that Hoskins had effectively erased the original UTXOs during the 2021 Allegra hard fork upgrade and swept the tokens into Cardano's reserves, later staking most of them and directly only a fraction to intersect the ecosystem's new governance body. Okay, what happened is this. Cardano had an illegal sale, so they had to go outside of the United States to do this because they didn't want to do it inside the United States. But who knows who was controlling it? They could have been controlling it from the United States. But anyhow, look, it's an illegal sales. He had these sales of Cardano, and people bought them, and then they just kind of held them for like a long time. And what Hoskins wanted to do is Cardano had some kind of a fork, and then he stole the people's crypto that they bought, and he took it for himself. Oh, ouch. So you can already see, if you're in Cardano, I would get out like right now. Look, I've never liked Cardano. I always thought it was a pile of shit, honestly. I never bought Cardano, never would. I knew when I got in crypto this whole time, Cardano's not the one. That's why I don't own none of that shit. And I was always kind of leery with this whole Stellar thing. Now, I don't want to discourage you to sell off Stellar or nothing like that, but just me personally, I don't like how it kind of ended with Jed McCaleb and Ripple and the bad blood between them, and just, I don't know. Then they burned up 50 billion Stellars. They destroyed them, and I'm just like, so I don't know. That's why I don't really get mixed up in Stellar either, but I can't say no. What if Stellar goes to $1,000 or 5 or 10,000? All right. I'm just letting you know my gut. You do whatever you want, okay? I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you get rich. Hoskins has rejected those claims as lies. Boulder Dash, horse feathers. Those are lies. Insisting that 99.8% of the sale tokens were eventually redeemed by their rightful owners, and that the remaining balance was moved first into a custodial account and ultimately to Intersect. Only after Attain's bankruptcy left no party able to process late redemption safely. Oh. You have an exchange, let's say. They sell all these Cardano illegally. People don't cash them in right away. Some people let them sit on the exchange or whatever. You know, sometimes we do that. But the exchange went bankrupt. Oh. And the people hadn't gotten their crypto. So what Charlie Hoskins does is he kind of takes them for himself. Somehow there's a fork in the Cardano blockchain, and he kind of just steals the crypto and takes it for himself and puts it back in the company. And allegedly, all this is alleged. So sorry, I won't see you in court, Charlie. Wow, what a mess. Now, let me check some comments here, and I'm going to show you some evidence where Charlie was involved with the illegal Ethereum, doing the same thing with Ethereum. Charlie is not new at this. Charlie is an experienced criminal, allegedly. Yes, and Mimi Cool Cat says, allegedly. Cardano is ISO. That doesn't mean shit to me. D Rope. I keep getting bumped off the show. Okay, now it's time. What we're going to have to do is find your YT phone app. See, I got Studio and YouTube. Everybody delete those right now. Now, when you delete the YT app, make sure you don't delete it when it asks you to keep. See, right now I'm deleting it. It says delete the YT app. Okay. Does it want me to do it? And then it asks me, do you want to keep your subscription? Keep subscription. Now I'm going to delete YT Studio. Now I'm going to reload it. This might help. For those of you that are having problems, go ahead and do this. Just do it regardless. If you're not notified for shows, if you can't comment, something, just do this. Delete the app and reload it. Okay, my YT Studio booted up. I'm signing in. And there it goes. Now, YT, the actual YT. Let me click on that. I don't want notifications. I click the little plus symbol at the bottom of the page. I hit continue. We'd like to access the camera. Yes. Microphone. Allow. I push the video button, hit continue, allow full access pictures. Okay, so I just reset my YT stuff. That's kind of what you need to do. If not, find the send feedback button and send them a message every day. But understand, you're going to encounter these problems watching my show. They don't want you to watch the show. You have to understand, if you watch Crypto Hulk, there's going to be shit that goes down on your phone apps and not being notified. So that's what they try to do. They don't want you to watch the show. Does anybody got a show like this? No. They don't. So here's our evidence right here. I showed you on my little short videos. I'm not going to give you this page. What I'm looking at here is the original Ethereum website. We're looking at July 2014. Shows Ethereum. They're having an Ethereum sale. This is illegal right here. And you know what? Our government's part of this. I just want to let you know. How is it our government allowed Ethereum on their website to have a Ethereum sale? Listen to this. What is the Ether sale? So here's how this works, okay? You know how when you start buying cryptos on an exchange, the price starts going up, right? If everybody starts buying it, the price starts going up. This doesn't happen here. What this is, it's a block sale. So they take a block of these Ethereums and sell them all at the same price. So that's how rich people do it. This is how Vitalik Buterin and Charles Hoskinson both illegally allowed people to get Ethereum, and they had an illegal securities sale. This title here, this is directly from the Ethereum website from 2014. What is the Ether sale? This sale, now listen, anytime you have a business and you announce to people, especially this, if you announce to people, hey, I'm selling Ethereum, and if you buy it, I'm going to put the money back in and help make the business better. That's a security sales. You just admitted that's a security sales. Okay, that's illegal unless you have the SEC's approval, okay? This sale, here's what they say on the website. This sale will help us fund the continued development of the software platform scheduled for release in the winter of 2014 to like around December 2014 to January of 15. They're telling you on the website they're selling the ethers to improve the system. That's illegal right there. Charles Hoskins was involved in this. Let's take a look at another page. Okay, now I'm looking at February 2014. I showed this on my short little video that lasted almost 2 minutes. Who's involved? It shows Vitalik Buterin, the founder, Anthony DeLorio, founder, Charles Hoskinson, founder, and Mithai Al-C. These were all founders. You had 4 founders of Ethereum. Charles Hoskins was one. He's on the page right there, and I showed you, having their illegal security sales of Ethereum. Now, here's what I can show you. Let me do a copy and a paste. Where are we at? Okay. Right here's a video that I made about Ethereum. Go to the 15-second mark. 15-second mark. What do we have here? Part of the what I read off to you, I'm showing you a portion of it right here. It shows this on the Ethereum web. This is directly off the 2014 Ethereum website. Intended use of revenue. Okay, you could click on that, and okay, that's kind of like getting pretty close to an illegal security sales. They're showing you what they're going to spend their money on that they're trying to fundraise. That's illegal, okay? Terms and conditions of the Ethereum Genesis sale. That's clearly a security. And then right here, the Ether product purchase agreement. That's totally illegal. Charles Hoskins was involved in this activity. Look, Charles Hoskins is nothing new to crime. He's already done this shit before. Allegedly. You always got to use that word, allegedly. Let me do a copy and a paste. Right here, go to the 5-second mark. Now, this is from the Ethereum website from 2014-15. Notice the title. This is a disclaimer that you would give if you had a legal coin sale. They had an illegal one. Terms and conditions of the Ethereum Genesis sale. This is like a 5-minute video, and it shows all the terms and conditions. Everybody, I want you to see. I'm not going to go over this. Just watch it on your own time. Nobody has ever shown this on the internet except me. I showed this about 3 years ago. That's how far in advance. That's how years in advance I already knew Charles Hoskins is a fucking criminal. I showed this back in 2022. You guys are just watching it now. Some of you guys that have been with my show for 5 years, you remember all this shit I was doing 3 years ago. This is it right here. I came out with this, and the whole crypto space never said a word. Why? Because you have people that were XRP maxis and shit buying Ethereum saying, yeah, I have a little bit of Ethereum. I have a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm getting exposure to that. And I'm like, wow. These people are so fucking stupid. So they can't say shit about all the illegalness, because then how you buying the crypto and then having the crypto show? See what I mean? So all these other channels, fucking dumb shit, tell you the truth. But watch this 5-minute video and you'll see all the terms and conditions. What Ethereum, see, here's the deal. No one was talking about this because, like with my channel, if you talk about certain things, you're shadow banned. So I've had to pay that price, and that's fine, because that's what I do. I'm going to show you deep dive information. No other channel has the guts to show you. Oh, I'm going to lose my sponsor. I'm going to lose this. Hey, there's sacrifices that have to be made. If you want to have a real channel, there's a price that just has to be paid, and that's how it is, good or bad. So Ethereum, which is Charles Hoskinson, had an illegal coin sales where they, I'm not going to get into all this stuff, but they had an illegal coin sales. Charles Hoskins was a founder. That's why in the video I made, under his name, it says the word founder. Isn't that something? Charles Hoskins has tried to distance. I was just an advisor there. Oh, really? Because why the fuck? I mean, I am an English major, but I don't think you need to be in this case. Charles Hoskinson, why is the word founder under your name on the Ethereum website? Do you have any idea, like, who did that? Like, oh, I just worked there as an advisor for a short time. Oh, that's why your name, it has founder under your name. Okay, you know what? I'm telling you. That's why for the past 3 years, I don't touch Cardano. I've had never, ever had anything to do with Cardano, because I've always known that Charles Cardano's a pile of shit and a fucking criminal. Allegedly. All right. I think that'll do that. How much time do we got? Oh, we got to get into definitely going over the Chinese hack, the potential Chinese hack. Let me check some comments here real quick. I don't have friends because nobody understands crypto. Okay. London Bridge is falling down. Where is the London Bridge? LHC. Where in the world right now is the London Bridge? LHC. Does anybody know right now currently where is the London Bridge? LHC. Oops. XRP Shaman says Arizona. Havasu. Sickbot knows. Very good. Congrats. I spent some time visiting Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Fuck, it is so hot there. Shit, man. It's like Death Valley. It literally, one day when I was there, no joke, 120 degrees. It was like being in an oven. Yeah, being in an oven. I couldn't believe it. It was like hard to breathe. I couldn't stay out for too long. Like 5 minutes outside. That was it. It was like I had to get back in the house. Need to get to Havasu Falls. I've heard that place is pretty right there. Droids in Phoenix. Same with Laughlin. Yeah, I've been to Laughlin. It's a nice little place. I kind of like Laughlin. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's fucking nothing around you except in the summer, hot sand and just nothing. In Bullhead City, that place is so fucked up. If I lived there, I'd have to kill myself. But Laughlin's it's pretty neat. It's a nice little place to spend a weekend. You got a river running right through there, and they got a lot of green grass and palm trees and the shopping. It's a little tiny town, a little super tiny. It'd be worth going there for a weekend. If you've never been to Laughlin, Nevada, go there. I'm telling you. It's a nice little place. Laughlin. God, I was there a long time, 14 years ago? I was there a long time ago. I visited. I could probably live in Laughlin for like a month. That's about it. It's about as long as I could live there. Put me up in a nice little hotel. I could deal with it for about a month, and I got to get out of there. Havasu, I could live there about a month, maybe for 3 months in the summer. I could do 3 months in the summer if I had to. The parties in Lake Havasu, oh my God. Like the bar situation. I'm not even going to get into Lake Havasu is like, now you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. But they got these bars, inside, outside bars, where there's like a swimming pool. Some of these bars have more than one pool. swimming pool, and there's a slide. You climb the slide. This is in a bar with a nightclub and the music, and just it's outside. And I'm telling you, Lake Havasu was. I spent a weekend there, and with some friends. It was the best fucking time of my life. Now this is a lot of years back, 15 years ago or something, but 20. It was a long time ago, 20 years ago, 15 or so-ish. The best. It was just fun. It wasn't like nobody shooting anybody and no gangsters and shit. It was just people got along. I mean, it's probably different now. I have no idea. And there's hella old people. You'll be at a bar and you'll see some old guy getting jiggy with it, and he's like 70, white hair and everything. Oh, yeah. Everybody's in the bar is like 20 to 30, and you'll see some dude who's like 70. Him and a couple of his old folks home buddies. I shit you not. I've never seen more senior citizens at a nightclub. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. All right. I'd like to go back there, I think, to visit Lake Havasu. Probably spend like a month in the summer and just kind of hang out. It's a nice little place. I couldn't live there, but it'd be nice to visit. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's way cool. Let me tell you something. Now, when I was there, let me warn you, if you ever go there, the cops do shady stuff, okay? They hide on the top of a rooftop across from bars. They've got binoculars. This is totally illegal. And when you come out of a bar, they alert the other cops to pull you over so they can catch you for DUI, so you can make money. That's what they do in Lake Havasu. So now that's what they did. I don't know if they still do it. I know it because I saw it go down personally. And anyhow, I'll leave that one alone. You know what? I got to get back to the show. What, you guys got me distracted here. Let's go over China and how they may possibly hack the blockchain. This is your last article. China debuts the world's, here we go. This is what I've always been afraid of. That's why when I first got crypto in 2020, I stopped. After 3 months, I was done. I spent 3 months worth of pay. My I took a loan. I took a loan for like 3 months worth of paychecks and bought all my XRP for 15 to 30 cents. Then spent the next like 8 months paying that off, maybe 12 months. I don't regret it at all. All right, China debuts the world's first quantum cryptography system. They claim it's unhackable. Oh, shit. The China Telecom Quantum Group, everybody, declared that it had completed a cross-regional quantum encrypted phone call covering a distance of more than 600 miles between Beijing and Hefei using its new technology. Quantum computing advances, traditional encryption, like normal crypto we got now, faces growing risks from powerful new algorithms. Let me tell you something. The blockchains that we know now, the crypto we know now, whatever you want to call it, blockchain, your ledger wallet device, whatever. I'm just letting you know, according to the article, okay? Faces growing risks. Oh, that's why I got Caleb and Brown. In a bid to address these issues, a government-owned company in China has introduced what it claims to be the world's first commercial cryptography system, resistant to even quantum computer attacks. The China Telecom Group announced last week the launch of the world's first self-proclaimed distributed cryptography system that combines two core technologies. The company also declared that it had completed the world's first cross-regional quantum encrypted phone call using this system. Very interesting. Combining two advanced approaches, the system uses quantum key distribution to securely transmit encryption keys via quantum mechanics and post-quantum cryptography to project data using complex mathematical algorithms, according to a report. The China Telecom Quantum Group also stated that this combination creates an end-to-end quantum secure architecture designed for key applications like real-time communication, data protection, and trusted identity authentication. They say that China public key encryption systems will face growing risks as quantum computing technology progresses worldwide. The scientists emphasize the urgent need to accelerate the development and deployment of new quantum-resistant cybersecurity infrastructure to stay ahead of emerging threats posed by advanced quantum technologies. Let's skip down where it says China builds quantum networks across 16 cities. China Telecom has established quantum metropolitan area networks in 16 major cities. These networks create a nationwide cross-regional backbone for quantum secure communication. I'm not going to get into this anymore. I will show you this right here. China is a Ripple partner. No other channel has this information, just Crypto Hulk. Go to this video that I made. Go to the 37-second mark. 37-second mark. What do we have right here? Ripple China, where they made the CNY, the Chinese money, 2013. What I showed you in my short little video is I have the Ripple customer list right here. The 2014 Ripple customer list, and it shows Ripple China right there. When I click on it, oh, look what it pops up. The Ripple China timeline. Starts May 2013, everybody. That's 12 years ago. Ripple and China became customers and friends. They're sharing technology. And Alipay and Tencent, they're all mixed in there. Nobody knows this except Crypto Hulk. Not one channel has this evidence. Alipay and Tenpay. Nobody has a clue on that. Pretty amazing. Now, there is a cryptocurrency that you should know about. It's called HBAR. I am invested in it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave this article for tonight's show because I got some really exciting stuff to show you about a crypto that is quantum resistant. You're going to love reading the article when I show you it. So I'm going to get out now because this show is already an hour and 8 minutes, and I'm going to leave it right there. Let me take a look really quick here. 6-speed. I don't know. Hulk's the GOAT. I think HBAR to the moon. I'm so ready. I got about the same number of HBAR as my XRP. Same number. I can't wait for HBAR to take off. I'll be like, oh, nice. And it's going to go, I just have a good amount. I don't have a ton of it, but I have a good amount. I have it all on my Caleb Brown account. And that is it. I think I'll call it a wrap. I'm going to hopefully have a show today. Okay, right now it's about 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. It's Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. If I have a show, it'll be somewhere around 5 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. Pacific time today. That's in about 10 hours from now. Yeah, about 10 hours from now. I will try to have a great show like usual lined. I already got one article. You're going to love it. It's going to make you want to get HBAR. I'm not saying you will, but it's going to make you want to. So with that, I'll see you in my next broadcast.